Missed an episode of your favorite podcast? Choose from over a decade of content in our archives, not just the latest episode. All free at GCNlive.com.
Good morning, greetings friends, and welcome to The Bright Side, your nutritional program dedicated to the understanding of the vast world of nutrition and nutritional supplementation. I'm your host, Pharmacist Ben, nutritional pharmacist from Boulder, Colorado. I specialize in using nutritional supplements where other healthcare practitioners use toxic pharmaceutical drugs and sometimes deadly medical procedures. If you suspect that there are natural nutritional roads to your vitality and health and well-being, and to addressing your health challenges, whatever they may be, but you don't know where to begin, you have come to the right place. As you listen to The Bright Side every day, you are more and more in control of your body, you are more and more knowledgeable, and you know you can overcome any health issue. That is why we are here every day on The Bright Side, helping clear up the sometimes confusing world of nutrition and nutritional supplementation. Over the last 28 years of practicing pharmacy, I've seen drug-free recoveries from diabetes and hypertension and obesity and skin diseases like psoriasis, eczema, rosacea, acne, digestive ailments, autoimmune issues of all kinds. Recoveries that by the standards of modern medicine can only be called a miracle. But what is in the world of the body, what is in the world of biology, standard operating procedure. Because the human body, the human biological system is a healing system, it's a regenerating system. It is designed divinely to heal and renew itself on a moment-to-moment basis. No doctors required, no pharmacists required, no drugs required, no Obamacare required, but it does need raw materials to do its work, raw materials we call nutrition and nutritional supplementation. If you've got questions about health, prescription drugs, if you want to get off your meds and get on a good nutritional supplement program, we can help you. 844-236-6010 is our number. Try to get on board early. First come, first serve, and our phone lines do fill up, so try to call in early. We'll get your calls in our second segment, the end of our second segment. 844-236-6010 is our number. If you've got questions about the longevity products or formulation, something you may have heard about on the news, we can help you. 844-236-6010 is our number. Likewise, if you want to purchase any of the longevity products, we can help you. You got to call the Brightside Ben phone team at 866-735-2470. They're friendly and knowledgeable. They know all about the products, and they can help you if you want to join the Brightside Ben team for a one-time $10 fee. You can start a longevity business. You can make some money selling longevity products, get your products at the wholesale price. You really don't have to do much selling. The products sell themselves, but if you want to get your products at the wholesale price and generate a residual income, or if you just want to join the Brightside Ben team and be part of the culture of health and nutrition, 866-735-2470 is the number for the phone team, 866-735-2470. You can also head over to brightsideben.com or pharmacistben.com, my blog, or you can now go to criticalhealthnews.com and sign up right off the website or purchase any of the products that you hear advertised or recommended on the program right off the website, brightsideben.com or pharmacistben.com or criticalhealthnews.com. Okay, thanks for joining us once again on The Bright Side. I want to continue talking about nitrates, those much maligned molecules, nitrates and nitrites. Nitrites are the active form. Nitrates and nitrites have been maligned now for going on 40 years. Since the 1970s, when some studies came out that indicated that they may be associated with the formation of cancer-causing compounds, nitrosamines. But these days, nitrates are being considered by many nutritionists, many scientists, as a type of nutrient. Bodybuilders and athletes and marathon runners and Olympic athletes especially are using nitrate drinks pre-workout, post-workout to boost energy levels. It makes sense when you think about it. If you understand nitrates and nitrites and how they work, they're important as a raw material for making that all-important stuff, nitric oxide. They're important for blood pressure. They can help you if you got immune problems as well. If you want to bump up your nitrates and nitrites, now that you've heard all the benefits associated with them, the best way is to make sure you're getting enough vegetables. Think veggies, spinach, arugula, kale, celery. These are all wonderful sources of nitrates. Parsley is one of my all-time favorite sources of nitrates. It's one of my all-time favorite veggies. I used to make a mouth rinse with parsley oil. Parsley can help kill bacteria in your mouth that cause bad breath, especially if you're drinking onion juice and garlic juice. I used to do a veggie juice. I haven't done it in a while, but I used to do a veggie juice every day. I would go to the health food store and they make me this big veggie juice, and I always made sure they had lots of onion and lots of garlic in there, but then I couldn't talk to anybody for a while. Apparently, people don't like the smell of onion and garlic. I don't know why. It's just sulfur. But anyway, I would chew on a sprig of parsley or a couple sprigs of parsley afterwards, and voila, no more onion breath, no more garlic breath. That's because of the chlorophyll in the parsley. The chlorophyll that gives parsley and other veggies too their green color is really a wonderful way to purify your breath. Chlorophyll also has its own nutritional value. Chlorophyll is like hemoglobin for a plant. It's very similar to the hemoglobin. Hemoglobin is an element in our blood that helps carry oxygen. And interestingly, chlorophyll is very similar, has a real similar, it's almost exactly the same as hemoglobin, except for instead of iron, it carries magnesium. In any case, you can get your chlorophyll from parsley and other veggies, of course, too. But parsley is just a really neat little veggie for a lot of reasons. Life Extension magazine, I don't pay too much attention to some of the stuff in Life Extension magazine. They're always selling something. But there's an article on parsley in this month's, in the March 2015 issue, about parsley. Parsley, more than a decorative garnish. And it is really much more than a decorative garnish. It's also a great source of nitrates and nitrogen. Ancient Greeks used to treat parsley as a brain stimulant. They used to have a saying in ancient Greece about ideas, and if an idea hadn't come to fruition, they would say, well, it's still in the parsley stage. They also used to have a saying about sick people, referring to the fact that they needed parsley. I don't remember how it went in Greece, but it had something to do with that person needs parsley. Parsley's got eye protection value, skin protection value. It's got the same antioxidants that you'll find in the Vision FX, similar antioxidants to the Vision FX. And of course, it is also a great source of nitrates and nitrites if you're post-surgery or post-workout, or perhaps as a general anti-aging substance, or if you're a bodybuilder, if you're a weightlifter. It's kind of interesting how, via its nitrate and nitrate content, that parsley, along with spinach and lettuce and green leafy vegetables, can be as important for bodybuilding, or similar anyway, if not equally valuable as beef and as dairy and as eggs and other high-protein foods. They can certainly be a way to boost up your nitrogen levels in the body and help you build muscle. And of course, it's also important for nitric oxide. Nitric oxide is not just helpful for folks dealing with cardiovascular disease or brain health issues, or who have people have high blood pressure. Nitric oxide also helps oxygenate muscles. So if you're lifting weights or you're trying to get back in shape or have your body tone, nitric oxide can help deliver oxygen and nutrients to your muscles. They can give you a little bit of a pump too. One of the reasons why you get a pump after you work out, and if you've been doing it for a while, you get that vascular look, is because the body is trying to deliver oxygen and nutrients to your muscle. You can support this process of oxygen delivery and nutrient delivery and detoxification by using vegetable juices after your workout, or vegetable juices even before your workout. And of course, if you're dealing with circulatory problems, if you have blood clots or you're worried about high blood pressure, nitric oxide is a key player for helping improve the movement of blood for everybody, not just bodybuilders and athletes. It's a circulation promoter, nitrates and nitric oxide. And this is not only important for building muscle and post-surgery and post-workout, and anabolism, as they say. Anabolism means building. Deficiencies in nitrates or deficiencies in nitric oxide can lead to circulation problems, clogs, lack of movement in the lymph and the blood. And all of these are major players when it comes to degenerative disease. So supporting nitric oxide by using vegetables and nitrates and nitrite boosting can be important for all degenerative disease. Clotting stagnant blood that's not moving, is the immediate cause. It's the thread that runs through all chronic degenerative disease. In fact, if you want to simplify things, and I'm always about simplifying things when it comes to health, you can assume that your chronic degenerative disease, whether it's arthritis or autoimmune problems or heart problems, whatever it is, you can assume that your chronic degenerative disease, underneath everything, there's an element of stagnant, sticky circulatory fluids, blood and from lymph, which is to say, if you're dealing with any health crisis, I'm talking heart disease, autoimmune disease, cancer, anything that gets worse over time, anything that doesn't heal the way it's supposed to, anything that progresses, this is what chronic degenerative disease is. It's 80% or so of our healthcare costs in this country, and most of the things that we suffer from has an element of chronic degeneration. If you're dealing with any of these things, eat your veggies, drink your spinach juice, or your beet juice or your celery juice, or eat your parsley. Get you some nitrates in your body, but not from bacon, not from processed foods. We'll talk about that when we come back from our break. I'm Pharmacist Ben. 844-236-6010 is our number. You're listening to The Bright Side. We'll be back after this.
There's a man named Dr. Joel Wallach who is anything but your typical doctor, both a veterinarian and naturopathic physician. Doc asks, why does the United States spend more money on health care by far and still rank 50th in health and longevity worldwide? He believes that people should empower themselves with a basic understanding of nutrition, take charge of their health, and attain optimal health and longevity through nutrition, not by toxic prescription drugs that lead to side effects and more toxic prescription drugs. Doc Wallach's message is resonating with an increasing number of Americans who are waking up to all the big government, big pharma, and big insurance manipulation of our healthcare system. I'm George Norrie, and I like what Doc Wallach is saying and doing to enlighten people about health care. Visit brightsideben.com and listen to Doc Wallach's Deadly Recipes lecture. It makes a lot of sense, and I urge you to join the Brightside Ben team. Go to brightsideben.com. That's brightsideben.com.
Have you ever felt like the United States government knows way too much about your financial affairs? I continue to hear stories about property seizures, frozen bank accounts, confiscation of stocks and bonds. It makes me wonder if the U.S. citizen will ever again have the right to life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. Unfortunately, with the Drug and Money Laundering Act, the IRS Revenue Ruling 6045 of 1984, and the Trading with the Enemy Act and Franklin D. Roosevelt's Executive Order of 1933, some precious metal holdings are subject to government intervention. For this reason, Midas Resources has prepared a report explaining the boundaries of trading precious metals privately. Whether if you have any intention of trading with Midas Resources or not, I have instructed my representatives to give this report out free. Call for your free copy at 1-800-686-2237. When investing, always proceed with caution. Again, call 1-800-686-2237. Exercise your legal right to trade metals privately. 1-800-686-2237.
This alert just came in. This special announcement is for business owners and leaders of organizations who've been waiting for the right time to build. General Steel has made it impossible to wait any longer with rock-bottom prices that could save you thousands. That's right, General Steel, America's leader in pre-engineered structures, is offering buildings at prices you will never see again. Don't miss these prices. A 50 by 100 for $35,000. You heard right. That's 5,000 square feet for $35,000. Manufacturers, if you need a larger building, try a 100 by 100 commercial building for $129,000. You can't afford to rent with these prices. Imagine a 70 by 100-foot church building for under $69,000. With the economy improving and interest rates still at historic lows, you can't afford to wait. So call 866-91-STEEL. Lock in your price now. Call 866-91-STEEL. That's 866-917-8335.
What good is a Big Berkey water filter?
We get that question a lot here at BigBerkeyWaterFilters.com. And in a word, the answer is protection. Protection from water main breaks, E. coli contamination, environmental chemical spills, pesticide runoff, chlorine taste and smell, and all forms of fluoride. Plus, Big Berkey water filters are the original gravity water filter system and most trusted on the market for a reason. Tested by multiple independent NSF EPA certified labs, they are the gold standard in water purification. At only 1.7 cents a gallon, a single set of filters can last for 5 to 10 years. That means big savings. Big Berkey, the one that's powerful enough to purify stagnant pond water. Get a Big Berkey today at BigBerkeyWaterFilters.com. GCN listeners receive 5% off all ceramic filter systems. Visit our website or call 1-877-99-BERKEY. That's 877-99-BERKEY. Big Berkey Water Filters, for the love of clean water.
Not just an alternative to the mainstream media. We're the premier independent talk radio network. We are GCN.
Okay, we're back on The Bright Side. Thanks for joining us. We're on the air Monday through Friday, 8 to 9 Pacific and 10 to 11 Central Time. If you miss a program, they're all archived at brightsideben.com. You can also go to benfuchsarchives.com. Thank you to Peter in the UK for setting that up. If you're interested in joining the Brightside Ben team, call the phone team at 866-735-2470, or you can join sign up. You can join the Brightside Ben team right off our websites, brightsideben.com or my blog, pharmacistben.com, or now criticalhealthnews.com. Our number today on the Bright Side, every day on the Bright Side, is 844-236-6010. We'll get your calls here momentarily. Phone lines have been filling up lately, so we're going to start taking calls a little bit earlier so we don't have to leave people on hold. 844-236-6010 is our number. So if you're interested in taking advantage of nitrates and nitrites, now that we've been talking about them for a couple of weeks and how important they are for health, how important they are for athletic performance, for brain health issues, for cardiovascular health issues, just for overall health issues, I think, in my opinion, one of the most important reasons why you want to eat and drink your veggies, eat your veggies or drink veggie juice, is because of the nitrates, which are they don't really tell you the nutritional the concentration of nitrates and nitrites, because the nutritional value of these things is only now starting to be recognized. It used to be that these were bad guys, and they are bad guys when they're in bacon. So all of this talk about nitrates and nitrites and their health value should not be construed as an endorsement of bacon or hot dogs or processed meats, especially if you're frying them or grilling them. That's really where you run into problems with nitrates and nitrites, when they're grilled or when they're heated and when they're fried. That's why one of the reasons, anyway, why you want to only steam your vegetables or lightly braise your vegetables. You don't want to fry or grill nitrates or nitrates, because that's a great way to bump up your levels of the cancer-causing carcinogenic nitrosamines. And it's these nitrosamines that really are the bad guys. And the more nitrosamines you eat, that means the more hot dogs you're eating, the more you're going to have a problem. Nitrates and nitrites are preservatives in meat, and they give the meat, give processed meats the sort of red color, the characteristic red color that hot dogs have, is really a reaction between the nitrates and some of the chemicals that are found in the meats. So you don't want to be eating bacon. Bacon is not a health food. Hot dogs are not a health food. Processed meats of any kind are not health foods, even though they're preserved with high concentrations of nitrates and nitrites. This is really where they do present a health hazard. And these days, nitrate-free is like all the rage and all the buzz in the world of processed foods. There's processed foods that say nitrate-free, but they're not nitrate-free. They still have nitrates, but they get their nitrates from vegetables, celery juice. Celery in particular is used as a preservative for meat, celery juice, I should say, because it has a high nitrate content. In fact, the nitrate content of celery juice that's used to preserve processed meats, it's not just regular celery juice. Not like they take celeries and juice it and stick it in the hot dogs. They actually ferment the celery. They add bacteria to the celery, and then the bacteria in the celery produce these super high concentrations of nitrates and nitrites. Bacteria use nitrates and produce nitrates and nitrites too, just like all living things do. And so the celery is processed with bacteria. The bacteria make nitrates, super high concentrations of nitrates, and you get this nitrate-rich broth that's just as powerful as any artificial nitrate, and that's what's being added to the so-called nitrate-free meats and nitrate-free processed foods. You guys, processed foods, especially processed high-protein foods, are never good for you. And now, I'm not saying that the celery nitrates are necessarily toxic and carcinogenic, but whether or not it is anyone's guess. You're still dealing with high concentrations of artificially induced nitrates, and if you're subjecting these kinds of supposedly nitrate-free foods to high heat, you're going to have the same problems as you do with artificial nitrates. The gold standard of nitrate-containing foods is beet juice. Sometimes they call it beetroot juice, but it's basically just beet juice. Beet is a root, so beet juice or beetroot juice, whatever you want to call it, is being used now for its anabolic, for its building effects and post-workout benefits. And I think it's because of the sugar, because beet juice is pretty darn sweet. Beets in general are pretty darn sweet. And personally, I think if you're going to get your nitrates from veggies, you might want to throw in some spinach or some parsley or some of the more savory or even bitter vegetables. In any case, if you want to do a sweet drink, beet juice is probably a lot better for you than Coca-Cola or artificially sweetened beverage. There's a lot of high-powered athletes, famous athletes, Olympic weightlifters and triathletes who are raving about beetroot juice. And under the category of, you heard it here first, on the bright side, in the same way that electrolytes took the the world of athletes and the sports world by storm back in the 1980s and 1990s with Gatorade and other electrolyte drinks, I am predicting that nitrates are going to be the 21st century version of electrolytes, and you're probably going to start to see commercials for a nitrate-rich drink or a nitrate-rich drink, an artificial drink, etc. But you don't need an artificial beverage to get your nitrates and nitrites. You can get them from vegetables and make your own vegetable juices. Get a Vitamix. Get a Vitamix. If you have a juicer, a standard ordinary juicer, you're probably losing the fiber. Most juicers will extract the juice and then throw out the fiber, and fiber is really good. If you do have one of those juicers, save the fiber, and you can extend your meats with it and other foods that you're cooking with it, and you can put it in your soups. The fiber is really, really good stuff, and that's why I like the Vitamix. And other products, now there's other high-powered blenders like the Vitamix, and these high-powered blenders not only get you the juice, they break up the vegetable and turn it into liquid, especially if you add water, but you save the fiber, which is really important. So get a Vitamix, make your own veggie juices, beet juice, celery juice, bell peppers. Those are wonderful sources of nitrates. Onions, garlic, all of these are good sources of nitrates. And make yourself veggie juices. And I'll tell you what, you guys, if you're on an antihypertensive, beta blocker drug, blood pressure lowering drug, a veggie juice can do the same thing for you via this whole nitric oxide, via its nitric oxide or nitrate content and nitric oxide boosting effect as a nasty toxic prescription drug. Why the heck would anybody stand in line at a pharmacy and humiliate themselves at a doctor's office and subject themselves to poking and prodding and doctor intelligence or lack thereof for their hypertension or cardiovascular disease when you can get the same things from a big old glass of vegetable juice? A big old glass of vegetable juice that's non-toxic, that gives you multiple benefits, that's cheap, and doesn't require interfacing with the medical model, and has no toxicity associated with it. Drink your beetroot juice. If you've got a high blood pressure, any kind of circulatory issue or brain health issue, or your post-surgery or pre-surgery, drink your veggie juice. Drink beet juice. It's delicious. Nobody can ever say they don't like beet juice. It's so sweet. You'll even have to cut it with something. It's so sweet. Beet juice has been shown to be an effective way to improve blood pressure, improve circulatory health in general. And if it was me, I'd be cutting it. But you don't even need to cut it. If you want to cut it with a little celery juice, which kind of takes the edge off of the sweet taste, or maybe a little spinach juice, and that will kind of reduce the sugar jolt that you get from your beet juice. I got a few more things to say about nitrates and nitrites. We'll do that tomorrow. And then I'm going to tell you about a really interesting strategy that you can use to boost the availability of nitrates and nitrites from your vegetables. We'll do that tomorrow. On the bright side, I want to see if we can squeeze a couple phone calls in before we go to our break. Let's go to Roxana in South Carolina. What's up, Roxana? Welcome to the bright side.
Hi.
Hey. Roxana. Roxana, sweetheart, I'm so sorry. The music is playing. I always do that. I got to figure out how to do that better. That's my fault. Can you hang on through the break?
Sure.
Thank you so much. I apologize. Got to figure out the timing on that a little better. That's my fault. Hang on. If you're on the hold, we'll get to you when we come back. 844-236-6010 is our number. You're listening to The Bright Side on the Genesis Communication Network.
Are you hungry for delicious, nutritious, rich, and satisfying home-cooked meals? Discover the Vita Clay 4-in-1 Smart Organic Cooker. Unglazed Zisha clay, an ancient secret that makes this fast multi-cooker so special. Infusing your food with incredible flavors, perfect texture, vitamins, and minerals for your good health. It's a slow cooker, rice cooker, a steamer, plus a yogurt maker. Go to VitaClayChef.com and enter promo code RADIO20 for 20% off at checkout. That's VitaClayChef.com.
It's no secret that government and big business buy in bulk and get huge discounts not available to the little guy. Until now. Introducing a breakthrough crowd buying website where people can join together, buy in bulk, and get massive discounts on millions of popular products. It's TogetherSave.com. TogetherSave.com. You can save 20, 30, or even 50% off tablets, smartphones, cars, appliances, textbooks, sports equipment, video games, and much more. All with free delivery. Check it out. TogetherSave.com. Visit now and start group buying today at TogetherSave.com.
Don't complain about your cable bill going up and up and up. Do something about it. Grab a pencil and jot down this special number, 1-855-905-MY-TV. The more cable TV rates go up, the better digital satellite TV looks. Say goodbye to the cable guy and get more of your favorite channels in 100% digital quality for less money. Call 1-855-905-MY-TV. Sign up for packages starting as low as $19.99, and there's no equipment to buy. You get free HD TV upgrade, a free DVR upgrade, and free professional installation. You control what you watch when you watch it. Record your favorite shows, pause and rewind live TV, even skip the commercials. Watch local channels too. At just $19.99, what are you waiting for? Pull out your major credit or debit card. Call 1-855-905-MY-TV. 1-855-905-MY-TV. Say goodbye to the cable guy. Cut costs and get more. 1-855-905-MY-TV. 1-855-905-MY-TV.
We live in a complicated society. Stressful issues are always popping up. Have you ever been treated unfairly by someone? Have you ever been overcharged for a repair? Have you ever signed a contract or a document? Worried about identity theft? How many times have you been in those unique situations where you just wanted to call an attorney to find out if you're right or wrong, or what your legal rights are? But every time you think about calling an attorney, what do you think about first? That's right. Who do you call, and how much will it cost? Our friends at Legal Shield have found a solution. With a nationwide network of 6,900 attorneys who average over 19 years of experience, Legal Shield's law firms take over 40,000 calls per week helping their members. For less than $20 per month, you can have access to Legal Shield on everything from the trivial to the traumatic. Let Legal Shield stand up for your rights at lsprotection.com. That's lsprotection.com. Or call 855-340-SAVE. 855-340-7283.
Results will vary from case to case.
The Genesis Communications Network is one of America's premier broadcasters of captivating talk radio. We thank you for listening. Now, just imagine there are thousands of people who are just as passionate about radio as you are. But what you may not realize is how easy and affordable it is to advertise with us. Radio commercials for your business could be heard on hundreds of radio stations across the U.S. every day. We can help you by creating an effective radio advertising campaign for your company. From script writing to producing your commercial, just like the one you're listening to right now. No other network provides the level of customer service we do. When it comes to radio advertising, we are your one-stop shop. And no matter how big or small your business is, we can help. Email us at advertise@gcnlive.com, and an experienced advertising executive will help you take the first step towards driving more customers to your business or website. Advertise@gcnlive.com. Easy, affordable, effective.
We all know that Berkey Water Purification Systems are the most trusted name in water filtration. As an authorized Berkey dealer for over 6 years and serving thousands of satisfied customers, the Berkey Guy offers amazing specials for Berkey Water Filtration Systems. The Berkey Light Systems include a set of self-sterilizing and recleanable black purification elements that purify water by removing chlorine, pathogenic bacteria, cysts, and parasites to non-detectable levels and remove harmful chemicals such as herbicides and pesticides. Order the Berkey Light System today, complete with 2 black Berkey elements for only $231, and the Berkey Guy will ship your order free of charge. With the purchase of a Berkey Light, the Berkey Guy is also offering a set of fluoride and arsenic filters for only $39.99. That's over 30% off the retail price. Call the Berkey Guy at 1-877-886-3653. That's 1-877-886-3653. Or order online at goberkey.com. That's goberkey.com today.
Free from the shackles of corporate America, we're the place for independent thinkers. GCN.
Okay, we're back on the bright side. 844-236-6010 is our number. Roxana in South Carolina, what's up?
Yes, I just wanted to know, where would I go to buy your new skin products?
Thank you for asking. The new skincare products, because of my non-compete, I sold my old company and I had a non-compete. I had to sign a non-compete, and I can't really sell the products except on the internet. So the products will all be sold via the web. We've got a website coming up, and you'll definitely hear about it on this program. But I'll tell you what, Roxana, if you send me an email, ben@ksco.com, put your address there. I'll send you a couple samples ahead of time just for being sweet and asking. Asking about the products. Wonderful. I'll send you a couple samples. Make sure you use the products really sparingly. I'm kind of trying to. I've been making products, skincare products, for many years, and I've been making them in my pharmacy. And when I made them in the pharmacy, I made them super medicinal, and I didn't put any filler, I didn't put any water, I didn't put any preservatives because they were pharmacy products. And I started using them myself, and I started giving them to my friends, my girlfriend, my mom, and everybody loved the products, and I loved the products. They were all active material. There was no crap in there, no preservatives or fragrances or water or anything. It always shocked me how people would spend so much money on a product, and it would be mostly stuff that their face or their skin couldn't use. Most skincare products, when you use them, are over 80 to 90%, even more, 95, 96% stuff you can't use, stuff that doesn't help your skin. It's only there so they can sell you the product. That's what the water's for, and that's what the wax is for, and the emulsifiers and the preservatives. They're not there for you. They're there for the skincare company. So in my pharmacy, I was just giving people products that were made with everything. All the components in the product were there for you, not for me. And so the concept of the new products, I call them the truth because it is the truth. You shouldn't be paying for anything you're not using. And when you use these products, but what it means, Roxanne, is you got to use very little bits, tiny, small amounts. So send me an email, ben at ksco.com with your street address, and I'll send you some samples. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, I'm sorry. What was the address again? Ben at what?
Ben at K for King. S for Sam, C for Cat, O for Oscar. Ben at ksco.com.
Oh, wonderful.
Okay,
thank you so very much.
And thank you for calling. Have you tried these yet, or is this the first time?
Okay, thank you so much.
Roxanne, have you used the products yet? Have I sent you samples before, or no?
No.
Good.
This would be my first time. But I heard so much about you, and I've been listening to the programs that you had with Amanda.
Oh, okay.
And, I'm just fascinated, and I'm really looking forward to buying this product.
Good deal. Thanks for calling, Roxanne. Appreciate it. We'll talk to you again. Okay, bye-bye. Mary in Michigan, welcome to the Bright Side. What's up?
Hi, Ben. I got a couple questions for you. They shouldn't take too awfully long.
Sure.
I'm curious. First of all, you were talking about parsley.
Yeah.
Hulda Clark recommended a parsley tea for a kidney cleanse.
She's a wise woman, Hulda Clark. Is she still alive?
I don't think so.
Yeah, she wrote. You're talking about the gal who wrote The Cure for All Diseases,
right?
Yeah, she's great. I read her books many years ago. I don't buy into everything she's talking about, but certainly there's lots of great wisdom in her books. The Cure for All Diseases was one. What was the other one? Do you remember?
Cure for All Cancers. And oh shoot, what was the other? There were three of them.
I read The Cure for All Diseases many years ago, back in the early '90s.
Well, she recommended a parsley tea.
Okay.
Now, so my question is, you were talking about heat and the nitrates.
Yeah, you don't want to heat. Well, nitrates aren't too affected by heat, but you don't want to heat. I'm sorry, nitrates themselves. If you really put high heat in there, they'll turn into nitrosamines, and that's the cancer-causing stuff. But just heat from a tea, you're not going to really affect your nitrates too much. Just if you just heat them from a tea or you slightly steam your veggies, that's not going to affect them too much. Unfortunately, the nitrates and the nitrites and a lot of the phytonutrients aren't going to really come out as effectively in the tea as they would if you add oil to your veggies. If you're going to make a tea, try to put a little bit of oil in there. Maybe coconut oil or something, and then you might want to throw in some lecithin to pull the whole thing together. Of course, it won't taste like a tea after all of that stuff is added to it, but you'll be able to get much more of the nutritional value out of your veggies, out of your parsley. But a tea's still good. You can still get some good stuff out of a tea. Certainly vitamin C is going to come out, and I wouldn't worry too much about the heat. Just don't boil it or anything. Like bring it to a boil for a long period of time. Okay.
And so you were talking about the nitrates being in beans?
Well, beans, yeah. Beans are actually a good source. There's lots of good sources. Beans, in particular, have these nitrogen-fixing bacteria attached to their roots. And then you get the nitrogen, and you also get the benefits of the vitamin B12 that these bacteria produce. Is that what you're referring to?
Well, kind of, but the way I'm eating the beans is I'm fermenting them.
That's the way you want to do it. Always want to do it. That way you get a lot of the value, a lot of the nutritional value from the beans that you wouldn't get otherwise. You always want to, if you can, sprouting and adding a little bit of water and letting them sit overnight so the life force is activated out of the bean, which at the end of the day is a seed. That's always the best way to do it. it takes a little bit more effort. So, so a lot of folks don't want to take the time to do it.
Takes some planning ahead of time.
Exactly. And so a lot of folks don't want to do that. But if you do have time and you want to plan ahead, that is absolutely a better way to do all your veggies.
I told you I'd gotten the book, The Art of Fermentation, and she explains how to ferment beans and how to use them afterwards, and so I've been doing that.
And what are you noticing? Anything?
Oh, I love it. I just love it.
Do you notice more energy or any changes in blood pressure or anything like that?
Well, I
more
don't
filling? Are they more satisfying for you?
Yeah. I can go longer without being hungry again.
That's what you're looking for. That's what you're looking for.
Because there's I guess there's no sugar in there. I don't know about beans as far as being like a starch or anything.
Yes,
I don't know
they do have sugars in them, complex sugars, but those complex sugars are burnt up or used up as you're sprouting. So you get.
Well, they're not sprouted. They're not sprouted. They're dried beans that are soaked and then ground up and fermented that way.
Ah, I see. So you're not actually sprouting. But even still, the fermentation process, the bacteria involved in there are going to burn up those starches and sugars. They're going to use those sugars and produce nutrients. And so instead of sugars, you'll get nutritional value. And that's one of the advantages to fermenting. Does that make sense how I explain that?
Yeah,
the bacteria turn the sugar into B vitamins and other protein and other nutrients. Yeah, so instead of the starches, which is really what causes the problems with beans, those complex sugars, now you're getting those sugars are transformed into usable nutrients by the magic of bacteria, the magic of bacterial processes. And it is really magical. All right.
Now, my main question, and this is what I really called about, can you explain how you should take digestive enzymes and HCl?
How you should take them? With foods?
Yeah, I mean, does the HCl kill the digestive enzymes?
No, the HCl activates the digestive enzymes. Enzymes are activated by acid. Digestive enzymes are turned on by acid. Ordinarily, that would happen in your stomach. You would eat foods that contain digestive enzymes. The hydrochloric acid in your stomach would activate them. If you do supplemental enzymes, then you want to make sure that either you're producing enough acid in your stomach, which many people don't, or you're using a little apple cider vinegar, or you're taking a digestive enzyme product like the Ultimate Enzymes that has HCl in it. You can also take extra HCl, or you can have a physician or write a prescription and a pharmacist compound HCl drops for you. But acidification, lowering the pH of your digestive juices with the digestive enzymes you're taking, activates the enzymes.
Well, now, when you eat vegetables, aren't they broken up by the alkalinity as opposed to the acidity?
No. Where are you getting that from? There's no alcohol.
Oh, I don't know.
No, they're broken up by acid. No, acid in the stomach. The blood should be alkaline. The fluids in your body should be alkaline, but digestive juices need to be acidic to do their work.
Okay.
Thank you, Mary.
Thank you so much.
Have a beautiful day. All right, we'll get your phone calls. If you're on hold, hang on. We'll get to you when we come back from our break, and we do have a couple lines open. 844-236-6010 is our number. I'm Pharmacist Ben. You're listening to The Bright Side. We'll be back after this.
Did you know every woman will layer on 14 pounds of toxins in use of cosmetics alone? Unfortunately, top brands women rely on to look their best may be hiding harsh chemicals that have been linked to cancer, organ failure, and birth defects. Longevity Minerals, an all-natural beauty line that heals your skin from the inside out. Try it today at www.morethanhighhills.com. That's www.morethanhighhills.com.
Hi, this is Ted Anderson. Have you ever wondered why banks, stockbrokers, investment advisors won't talk about gold IRAs? They've been available since 1986, yet the financial industry won't recognize the value of gold for your retirement. Gold has outperformed paper investments, yet no word about IRAs. If you would like to have gold for your retirement, call 800-686-2237. Don't get left behind by rising inflation and low returns. Call 800-686-2237. Secure your future and call 1-800-686-2237.
So we decided to upgrade the look of our home.
Improve the curb appeal.
We decided to add the look of stone to the exterior.
We really like the stacked stone look.
Yeah, but when I checked into the price, it was ridiculous. No way could we afford it.
Then a friend told me about Genstone. Genstone.
Genstone comes in lightweight panels made of polyurethane. They've actually engineered the hassle out of installation. No mortar, no mesh. It was easy. Even I could do it.
We just screwed the panels to the wall and it looks like stone. I mean, it really looks like stone.
Yeah, Yeah, from the box to the wall in minutes.
We love the look of our home now.
And Gemstone is durable, comes with a 25-year warranty, and offers additional R-value for insulation.
If you want the look of stone at a price you can afford, call Gemstone
at 855-955-STONE.
Trust me, you'll save money.
And you'll love the look.
855-955-STONE. That's 855-955-7866.
Do good people ever want to call an attorney just to find out if they're right or wrong? But every time you think about calling an attorney, what are you forced to think about first? Money. If you could call as often as you wanted and talk as long as you need without a bill, would you call? Worry less and live more with lsprotection.com. That's lsprotection.com, or call 855-340-SAVE. That's 855-340-7283.
Results will vary from case to case.
We've been patiently waiting while you tried to ignore us, waiting while you acted like we didn't exist, waiting for our chance to be taken seriously. The wait is over. GCN is available 24/7 at GCNlive.com. Navigate through news from your favorite hosts and download archives of past shows. Download the app on your smartphone or tablet, or visit GCNlive.com for instant access and live streaming. GCNlive.com, the future of talk radio, now at your fingertips.
The Freeze-Dry Guy presents freeze-dried turkey, freeze-dried ham, and the no-bake casserole unit February sale. Listen, if you trust the Freeze-Dry Guy, as thousands have for their emergency food supply since 1970, don't wait to hear how great this deal is, because it's unlimited supply. Call 866-404-3663 and ask for our new turkey and ham unit. Normal retail price $359.94. Sale price $251.94. You save $108. And it's chock full of high-quality, great-tasting freeze-dried diced turkey and ham from Mountain House, the gold standard in long-term storage products. Or get the Freeze-Dry Guy's no-bake casserole unit. 153 servings per case at normal retail price of $215.94. Sale price $172.75. You save $43.19. But supplies are limited, and we always pay shipping right to your door within the lower 48 states. Call 866-404-3663 and make FreezeDryGuy.com a favorite and check for monthly specials. Don't miss the Freeze-Dry Guy's February sale. Call 866-404-3663 or visit FreezeDryGuy.com.
Not just an alternative to the mainstream media. We're the premier independent talk radio network. We are GCN.
Okay, welcome back to the Bright Side. Pharmacist Ben here. If you've sent me a Facebook message on my personal Facebook page, I apologize for not getting back to you. I don't check my personal page that much, but if you like my skincare page, The Truth with Ben, you'll get quicker response if you send me a message. That's The Truth with Ben, and then you will also post. I also post stuff about skincare, and we'll also post information about the Truth skincare skin health products that will be coming out here in the next couple of weeks. That's The Truth with Ben. That's my Facebook page, and if you click like on there, I'll have you set up for email responses, and also you'll get information about our new products that should be out here in the next couple of weeks. Okay, John in Texas, what's up? Welcome to the Bright Side.
Hello, this is Jean-Pierre.
Hello, Jean-Pierre. Au revoir.
Yes.
What's up? How you doing, buddy?
I'm doing okay. I'm just calling. I'm trying to figure out. I've been suffering from sleep apnea for a few years now.
You want some help with that?
I'd like to know what you recommend. Yes, sir.
How old are you, John? Approximately.
60. Well, no, 57. Sorry.
57. Okay. Okay, good. Height to weight, approximately.
6'2", 220.
Okay, good. Sleep apnea, you want to think about inflammation, pressure that's being put on the parts of your nose and your windpipe, the areas where you breathe, mostly in the head area. So you want to think about inflammation, diabetes, blood sugar problems, probably some digestive issues as well. Diabetes, obesity, blood sugar problems are all linked to sleep apnea, and then digestive issues are linked to blood sugar problems. And surprise, surprise, if you listen to this program, we say it all the time, this is the triangle of disease. And this is the classic cause of all degenerative issues. Sleep apnea is a symptom of a degenerative crisis. The body's breaking down and it's not healing. There's inflammation going on. Whenever you have inflammation, you want to think about something that's getting into the pristine, sacred space of the body, the blood that shouldn't be. And that means that means through foods and digestive issues. So first you work on the digestive system, do everything you need to do to correct digestive problems. Do a food diary, eliminate problem foods. If you know you're constipated or have gas or heartburn or bloating or loose stools or anything, you're ahead of the game. If not, you got to find those symptoms and then link those up to foods and then eliminate those foods. And by the way, for everybody listening, I'm not just talking to John and I'm not just talking sleep apnea. I'm pretty much talking about all degenerative disease symptoms. Anything you can name, from hypertension to cancer to sleep apnea, whatever, autoimmunity, whatever. Focus on the digestive system, look for problem foods, eliminate those, and then start to patch up the gut with probiotics, the Biolumin Nightly Essence, the Fucoid Z. You can use glutamine powder, whey protein. Zinc is very important for the digestive system, also for helping make stomach acid, apple cider vinegar after all your meals, anything you can think of to support digestive health and wellness. And then the blood sugar connection, and by the way, once you start working on the blood sugar, you'll notice that you're losing weight, you'll notice that your circulatory symptoms are improving as well, and that means the sweeties, chromium and vanadium, smaller amounts or zero tolerance if you got enough willpower to do that, at least smaller amounts of sweet foods and things that spike your blood sugar. After all sweet foods and starchy foods and anything that spikes your blood sugar, use the sweeties, chromium, vanadium, use some magnesium, and just something as simple as drinking a lot of water after you eat these kinds of foods can help dilute your blood sugar and support your blood sugar system, your blood sugar processing system. Some nutrients that also are helpful for blood sugar include zinc, which does double duty, also will help you with your digestive system, 50 milligrams, 50, of zinc picolinate. You can use the magnesium in the Beyond OsteoFX will help you stabilize your blood sugar, and a couple of neat amino acids for working with blood sugar. Taurine, love that stuff, 100 to 200 milligrams a day. And then arginine, which we'll be talking about here probably next week, because arginine is also important for its nitrogen content, but arginine also helps you process sugar. And then I also like alpha lipoic acid for processing sugar. And then last but most certainly not least, you can improve sleep apnea symptoms by practicing slow, deep breathing, couple minutes in the morning, couple minutes at night, especially before you go to bed. And just doing some slow, deep breathing, maybe 2 or 3 minutes before you go to bed, can improve sleep apnea symptoms as well. So digestion, blood sugar, and then make sure you're practicing your deep breathing techniques. And if that sounds familiar, it should, because it's what we always talk about. That's the triangle of disease: the digestive systems, the blood sugar system, and then the adrenal stress system, which is where oxygen comes in. Does that make sense, John?
It surely does. Would you say glaucoma and joint pain would be associated with the same
absolutely, 100%. There's no way you just, John, there's no way you just have sleep apnea. That's just one symptom. That's a leaf on the disease tree, and you got multiple leaves once you have sleep apnea. So everything will improve. Okay? That's the beautiful thing about these strategies. So much, thank you. God bless. That's the beautiful thing about these strategies, you guys. You know, you go to the doctor and he may give you a drug for your sleep apnea, or he won't even, but if you have there's no drugs for sleep apnea, but if you have a degenerative crisis or a symptom, you may get a drug for that, but that's not going to help you. It might mask your symptoms. It might doctor you, fake your body out. That's what it means to doctor. It means to fake or to commit a fraud. When you doctor your taxes or you doctor your evidence in court, that's committing a fraud. And so when you doctor your symptoms, that's committing a fraud. It makes it look like you're better, but you're not. And then you got to deal with toxicity and side effects. The beautiful thing about the strategies we talk about here on this program every day is you get multiple beneficial effects instead of side effects. They're non-toxic, they're cheap, and they're free, and they allow us to take care of ourselves without having to go to the white coat, without having to go to the medical authority, the medical professional who will in his divine wisdom tell you what to do. If you're satisfied, if you want to go to some authority figure to tell you what to do, there's plenty of them out there. There's plenty of doctors out there. But if you really want to take care of your health yourself and you don't want to interface with a medical deity who more than likely doesn't know what the heck is going on with biochemistry anyway. By the way, did you guys hear about now doctors are saying that you can eat eggs and you can eat cholesterol-containing foods and they don't affect your heart. We'll talk about that. I'm going to try to talk about that tomorrow because that's scandalous the way I look at it. So if you trust your medical professional, more power to you. But if you're suspicious, as you should be, because they're always correcting themselves and changing themselves, they're always wrong on some level, these are ideas, the ideas we talk about on this program are ways that you can take advantage of our own God-given ability, our divinely mandated ability to heal. Breathing correctly, stabilizing your blood sugar, working on the digestive system, eliminating problem foods. These are all wonderful strategies that we can take advantage of ourselves. Rudy in Texas, what's up? Welcome to the bright side, buddy.
Hello, Mr. Ben Fuchs. Thank you for allowing me to be on the phone call. I do know some folks at my church that promote your show and promote your
Awesome.
good health dietary needs all the time, so I'm very appreciative of that.
Thank you, Rudy.
I have my Tangy Tangerine that I drink every day, as well as Slender FX.
Nice.
But this may be a little bit off topic,
Yeah.
Mr. Fuchs, but I just wanted to mention to you and your listening audience, there's been another gentleman, Dr. Kent Hovind. Are you aware of the man, sir?
No, I haven't. Tell me about him.
Okay, well, he was promoting good dietary, eat right and GMO foods, and he was making the public aware. And
He's an MD? Is he an MD?
No, he's not an MD. He's received his doctorate in theology, I believe.
Okay.
But he's an innocent man in prison.
Okay.
And I know it's a little bit off topic for your particular show, but if people, he is truly an innocent man in prison.
What did he go? What's he in prison for? For speaking the truth?
Speaking the truth about the chemtrails and the New World Order and the truth about creation science. He promoted the truth about the biblical creation science. And there's a website, freekenthoven.com, if your listeners care to investigate him. But
okay.
What's
really the direct? What was the direct charge? What was the trumped up charge they put him in jail?
Are you familiar with the crime of structuring, sir?
No, I'm not. What is that?
It's a fancy word. They always use these fancy words to make it sound so, like it's money laundering or fraud. But it's absolutely, if anybody looks into the crime of structuring, it's withdrawing money from your own bank, And a lot of people donated to his ministry because he was telling the truth and he was making an impact against, the establishment. And when he was making that impact, they came against him and they've tried to silence him. They're threatening to put him in prison for the rest of his life. So
the feds or the state? Is it the federal government or the state?
The federal government. The federal government. Absolutely atrocious what's happened to the man. And freekenthoven.com, I'm really asking people to educate themselves and to look into his case, and we're trying to bring public awareness. He doesn't hide from anything. He's a bold man of God. He's a Baptist minister. He doesn't, drink. He doesn't cuss. He's just wanted to win people to the Lord, and they've come against him to quieten him. And so I appreciate you allowing me to mention this. I know it's a little bit off topic. But
that's all right. I appreciate you bringing it up. I hadn't heard of him, and I appreciate you bringing that to my attention. So it's free. Okay. How do you spell Hovind? Hoven.
Hovind. Free.
Hovind.
Hovind. Hovind. Please look into his case. Anybody that's listening, and we're trying to raise public awareness about his case.
I appreciate you bringing that up. Thanks, Rudy. Have a beautiful day, buddy. We'll talk to you again. All right. That's all the time we have for today. I'm Pharmacist Ben. Thanks for listening, friends. Check out my blog, pharmacistben.com, if you want more good health information, and also would love to have you on the Bright Side Ben team. Call the phone team at 866-735-2470. They can tell you all about it. Tomorrow we'll continue talking about nitrates. We'll talk about a really cool way to jack up the nitrate value of your salads and also your veggie juices if you so desire. We'll do that tomorrow on the Bright Side. Thanks for listening, friends. I'm Pharmacist Ben. Have yourselves a wonderful, spectacular, beautiful day. We'll talk to you all later. Bye for now.
Hi, this is Ted Anderson. Have you ever wondered why banks, stockbrokers, investment advisors won't talk about gold IRAs? They've been available since 1986, yet the financial industry won't recognize the value of gold for your retirement. Gold has outperformed paper investments, yet no word about IRAs. If you would like to have gold for your retirement, call 800-686-2237. Don't get left behind by rising inflation and low returns. Call 800-686-2237. Secure your future and call 1-800-686-2237.
Virtually anyone can hack your cell phone and track your calls, your texts, your emails, your every movement, but only if they can detect a signal. Stay one step ahead of hackers and Big Brother with a Block-It Pocket, a custom-made pocket infused with pure silver that creates a complete Faraday enclosure for your cell phone. For free shipping to the lower 48, visit blockitpocket.com or call 888-315-9618. blockitpocket.com, enhancing health and privacy.
If the IRS has garnished your paycheck or seized money from your bank account, you need to get professional tax help now. Fast action is required to put a halt to these aggressive IRS collection tactics. You can count on the knowledgeable team of tax professionals at Wall & Associates. With over 30 years of experience, Wall & Associates has settled the tax problems of thousands of taxpayers for a small fraction of what they owed. For a free face-to-face consultation, call 1-800-425-4610 to put a wall between you and the IRS. 1-800-425-4610 or look for us on the web at wallandassociates.net. We solve tax problems. If you hire Walland Associates today, you'll never have to talk to the IRS again. To stop the levies and seizures today, take action now. Call Walland Associates at 1-800-425-4610. Wall and Associates, 1-800-425-4610.